Okay, so in this video I'm going to be showing you how to make a pulley rig. A pulley rig basically works by being able to clip your bait and your sinker together when you're casting. Okay, so the hook just clips straight into the little impact clip. So then when you cast, the bait and the sinker is actually one unit. Alright, and then when the bait and the sinker hit the surf, the impact clip releases, which drops the sinker into the sand and which leaves your bait suspended in the water. Okay, when the fish grabs the bait, it can actually pull line, okay, so it won't feel too much tension from the weight of the sinker, okay, which will allow it to run, but you will still be in contact with the fish, so you'll be able to feel the bites. Then once the fish is hooked, your main line pulls up towards the little lumo bead here, and then you just have straight connection to the fish. So your sinker is actually pulled up and out of the way. So not only does it keep your bait and your sinker as one unit when you're casting, which means you're going to be able to cast further, okay, but it also means that it gets that sinker up and out of the way, so you're not going to get it snagged while you're fighting the fish, and then you basically just have direct contact to the fish. Okay, so there's a few things that we're going to need. I like to make my pulley rigs with a little bit of nylon coated wire, some leader. We're going to need three, I use 60-pound crane swivels, one little lumo tube, a couple of hooks. These are 6.0 big guns. We've got a impact clip, okay, some crimps obviously, and then sinkers. Now you can just use a straight impact sinker, okay, but the reason that I like to use a clip and a sinker is that I can change my sinker depending on the conditions. So if it's, you know, we're fishing into a 20-knot southerly with 2-metre swells, then I can use like a nice 150-gram breakaway, or if it's nice calm conditions, then I can go down to a spoon or a star, something like that. The other thing that I'm just trialling at the moment is these small little lumo squids, and basically just running them above the bait. Now this is an idea that was given to me by one of my friends. He was running some lumo tube just on the leader. So I was in the shop the other day having a look, and I thought, why not try a couple of these? So he seems to think that it attracts more bites, and so I'm going to give it a trial for a few weeks and just see how we go. Okay, let's make the rig. So the first thing that you need to do is take some of your nylon coated leader. Okay, this is actually 90 pound, so it's quite heavy, so you know you'll land a decent shark on this, but it's not too heavy that knotting becomes an issue. So we want to take probably about 60 centimetres. So just trim that, and we just start by snelling our hooks. So take the first one through the eye. I like to go around the shank about 6 times before I go back through the eye. Okay, so that's one, and then slip the second one on. The other thing I like to do is run my hooks back to back and about 4 inches apart, so I get one point of the hook through each side of the bait. And once again, about 6 wraps. Now this next step is very important. I don't know how many times I forgot to do this and had to cut my rig apart. Remember to slide the bloody clip on, the crimp. So we slide that on first, then we take our swivel, okay, we Flemish eye that on. So just basically a Flemish eye is a double granny knot with the swivel on there, and then we pull that up tight. And we slide the crimp over, nice and snug towards the Flemish eye, and we give it a crimp. Trim the tag end, and that's the first part of the rig. Then we take about, I like to use about 1.5, 1.6 metres a leader. Trim that, and then we tie that off to the swivel. Uni knot's fine, just about a 6 wrap uni knot. make sure you spit on the leader, just so it slides up and doesn't burn the leader as you tighten the knot up. And once again, tag end. Now, just need one more swivel. So this is where we slide a swivel on. Okay, so this is our running swivel. So this is the one that attaches to the main line. So we slide that on first. Then we slide our Lumo bead. Okay. So what the Lumo bead does is it protects the knot that's on the clip. So when we're fighting the fish and the swivel slides all the way up to the sinker end, okay, the swivel isn't going to be rubbing on that directly on that knot. This little Lumo bead, it's a soft Lumo, not a hard one, will be absorbing all that friction. Then we tie off to our impact clip. Once again, uni's fine. 6 wraps should do it. Spin on the leader, slide it down. Tag end. Now we can clip our sinker on. Okay, there we go. And that's it. So now we have our running swivel, which attaches to our main line. We have our sinker, and then we have our hooks. So once again, the bait is suspended in the air. Fish comes along, grabs the bait, takes up weight, swivel slides up to the sinker, gets that out of the way, and then we just connect it directly to the fish. So excellent rig for distance casting, and a really good rig for staying connected to the fish and not getting snagged up with your sinker. So yeah, probably fish this, well, 80% of the time when I'm surf fishing, unless the conditions are quite calm, you know, sort of low wind, low swell, and then I'll just run fish a running ball sinker. So that's a pulley rig.